Hey, today we're going to be talking about group attacking. I'm going to simulate a group attack and show you how they work. Going to look at the mechanics behind it and get you familiar, let you know what to expect. And it's going to heavily feature the distraction mechanic. So we're going to be looking at all that today. And I want to start with showing you a kind of example. This is from the Endless Endeavor faction. It's made by a pomatias. And we can see in this GIF, it's a little demonstration of what we're going to expect here. If multiple people enter a fight with someone, when one person attacks, it develops distraction for everyone else. When someone hits with distraction, it continues to add distraction for the others, but it resets it on that person. Distraction does a lot of different things, and we'll go ahead and look at that now, but this is a way that even weak players can group up and beat much stronger players. As an example of that, here in the wiki we can see that the distraction mechanics that come from group attacking are split into two different effects. They call them aggression and suppression. Aggression is stopping the person that you're attacking, the target of the group attack, from being able to retaliate. So normally when you're in a fight, you click a weapon, you attack, then they retaliate with their own attack, and then the next turn starts where you click another weapon. Aggression gives a chance that they miss their attack. They're busy fighting the other people in the group attack, so they kind of skip their turn. Suppression is the other effect from distraction, and what this does is it cuts the target's defense and dexterity in half for every single person that is in the group attack. So for each point of distraction, it's going to cut their stats in half. Here we have a calculator, and we can see that let's say you have 1,000,000 in every stat and your opponent has, I don't know, let's say 3,000,000 defense and 3,000,000 dexterity. They're going to continue to have 3,000,000 while you're fighting them, but if you get into a group attack, it's going to immediately cut their stats in half. So getting one friend to help you with a group attack is going to significantly improve your chances of beating them. Your stats would then be very close to theirs. They quite often miss their hits with you. But if you get a third player in there, you get a second friend to help you, so if there's 3 people in the attack, well, now they're weaker than you are. You can do more damage to them, and they're going to miss most of their attacks against you. So that's kind of the idea of what we're doing with group attacks. And these resources, I'll keep this GIF, the wiki link, and this calculator. I'll post them all in the description. But what we're going to do now is we're going to simulate a group attack. So I have my wife, Generica. She's getting ready to attack someone. I'm going to message her on Discord and see if she's ready. And if she is, we're going to go through a group attack together. So let me just message her real quick. And she has sent me a link, so I'm going to go ahead and open that link. She says yes. So this is the target. It's someone much stronger than I am, so before we actually enter this fight, I'm going to go ahead and go over the equipment that I'm going to be using for this. Different weapons have different effects, and we kind of talk about it in my weapons video, which I'll make sure the video card at the end links to the weapons video. But different weapons have different effects, and these effects can significantly change how battles go. And for assist cases, I talk about cattle prod quite a bit, and this is something that's great for group attacks because it helps you protect the other people in the attack. Any sort of debuff that is applied to the opponent is going to affect them against any attacker. So if you're helping somebody with a group attack, maybe your faction's doing a push, or you are doing a mission with someone or whatever is happening, any sort of debuffs you can apply is going to help every other attacker. So I'm going to let her know I'm ready to attack. I'm going to send her a message real quick, and then I'll enter the fight afterwards. So I'll say I'm entering the fight now, and we'll enter the attack. So I have higher stats than she does. So we can see down here she entered the fight, and I'm going to go ahead and make the first move since my stats are a little higher. So I'm going to go ahead and throw this smoke, and now this smoke effect that reduces their speed is going to be applied to Generica's attack. So she will make an attack here, and we'll see. Oh, she made an attack. We see that she eviscerated the opponent. And now I have distraction. This does go away after, I think it's 20 seconds, 30 seconds, something like that. So we're going to go ahead and take advantage of this and use that cattle prod. We can see that we did shock them. This means it's guaranteed they miss their next turn. So Generica will be protected from an attack. She took a hit, she attacked, and she was able to do damage, and she also parried. That's impressive. So we're going to go ahead and hit with the cattle prod again. We successfully shocked again, so she'll be able to safely attack. And in a real example, we'd be like clicking really fast just for the sake of showing y'all how this works. We're going real slow. But that time I sent poison on, and so now there's a poison damage over time, and these damage over time effects, she might be waiting for me to shock. Let me shock. So these damage over time effects, even if they attack, you can see that the poison right here that I applied with my blowgun happened on Generica's turn. So Generica was able to kill between that critical hit, which she didn't really need the poison with that critical hit. But with that poison, it was able to do additional damage on her turn. So she was able to get the kill and get that boosted respect for her having fair fight, and that poison was applied. So that was a very successful group attack. If we go into our faction, since we're in the same faction, and we check our chain feed, we'll be able to see that I successfully provided an assist, and it contributed to her respect multiplier. So she got full fair fight, plus she got another 25% respect because I was able to assist her with that. So that's kind of a quick rundown of group attacks. They're really useful for wars, any sort of ranked war that you're doing. When players want to push, they typically want you to have either smoke or tear gas to debuff the opponent, and then for you to help them with distraction. It can significantly help, and when you start thinking about those different weapon perks, they can significantly help as well. So I hope this was helpful. I hope this kind of illustrates group attacks, and hopefully it was edifying. If you have any questions or you have something about Torn that you'd like to know more about, don't hesitate to ask me. You can post in the comments, and I read all the comments, and if it's an interesting topic, I can make a video about it. I can also answer quick questions, anything like that. But I appreciate you spending time with us today here. Really enjoy making these videos for you. I hope it's helpful. I really like the Torn community, and I just want to make these things easier, because if you see a group attack guide, we've written them, and they're like a 20-minute read, so it's just easier to show some things, and that's the point of these videos. Anyways, good seeing you tonight, and I hope you have a good one.